everyone, it's Voidroll here, and today I'm here with some monostable circuits on Minecraft, and I'm just going to explain them to you. It's a common misconception. People don't really know what it is, which is okay. Don't feel bad. A lot of people don't. But, yeah, I mean, it's just, I didn't even get it when I was a beginner. No, I'm not saying I'm advanced, but, I mean, when I was brand new to Redstone, I was like, what the heck is a monostable circuit? So, yeah, let's get into things. So, a monostable circuit, basically what it is it's a circuit that it sort of gives an output for a certain amount of time. Now, to some people, that may just be like, still don't get it. I'm just going to exit out of this video. No, wait, hold up. Basically, so if I wanted to retract this piston for 8 ticks. Now, ticks, don't be intimidated, alright? It's just actually a millisecond. Pretty sure that's what it is. It's just a millisecond. Now, probably like a millisecond, you'll probably need a million for it to extend a minute. Well, I mean, I haven't really came up with a solution yet, but milliseconds or ticks in Minecraft go longer than you think. I mean, I don't know why, but it does. So basically, if I wanted to turn this piston off for 8 milliseconds, I would just set these both to 4, because 4 plus 4, guys, can you do math? OMG, no way, it's 8. So, anyway, basically, you just hit this button, that's 8 ticks right there, just shuts off. Now this right here, this is only 4 ticks, because obviously there's one repeater. Now, if this is also a different version. This is actually a sticky piston right here, and I'll show you how to build this soon. I'll do just a little tutorial on how to build both of them. But, yeah, it's pretty simple. So over here, you just click it. Look at that. Makes sense. Pretty useful, and just general cool tool. Basically, now there is another version of a monostable circuit that I don't know how to do. It's this one right here, literally these 3 blocks. So I guess if you only had a 1 type block split, well, then again, you could just use that one over there. But alright, let's get into building things. Alright, so basically, you're just going to need some of these materials that I have in my hotbar here. And I think that's it, yeah. Alright, we should be good to go, and we're going to go build them over here. So, basically, first, you want to lay down your foundation. You want to get your nice, you can use whatever wool. I just like orange wool. Orange can be cool. You can use red, blue. I think I have some green somewhere. Yeah, right there. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Well, I just like to color code some things. Some things I don't though. So you place a redstone, piece of redstone there. You place a redstone repeater there. Now, if you don't know how to craft a redstone repeater, it's 3 stone on the bottom with 2 torches on the left and right in the middle, and just a redstone like in the middle. I don't know if that made sense, but if you need to, you can Google it. Alright, so then you simply want to hook this up to a nice sticky piston, and voila, you have yourself, just slap a button right there, and you have yourself a beautiful monostable circuit. Now, basically what this thing does is, well, okay, so to adjust the settings, like I have, it's 8 ticks here, it's 4 ticks there. Right now, it only takes 1. Now, you're probably like, Zach, that's a sticky piston. Minecraft is being stupid. Actually, it's not. I don't know if this was implemented like purposely, but it basically, I don't know even how to describe it. Basically, when a sticky piston is powered for 1 tick, it just leaves the block there when it extends. So it's just whoop, just leaves it there. But and then whoop, and then it retracts it again. So this is pretty useful for things, and we'll get into that with T flip-flops. That always distracts me. That's my thing to set it today, and I might do that in another tutorial. So that's just always day, because I love building in the day. But if you want to adjust that so where that it doesn't do that, and you just want it to go up, down, maybe set this up to a clock. Basically, what you want to do is you want to adjust this by right-clicking on the repeater. Basically, for every click that you do, it does 1 tick, so that is 2 ticks, and that will not leave the block there. It's actually fairly short. 3 ticks. That will not leave the block there as well. And finally, 4 ticks. That will leave the block there for quite some time. Now, if you do want to extend the I don't know why I just broke that. But if you do want to extend the time, you just add another repeater. You just literally continue this for miles on end, and it would all work nice and fancily, I guess. So basically now this is 5 ticks, 6 ticks, 7 ticks, 8 ticks. 8 ticks is pretty long. It's pretty useful. Oh, that's the only... Oh, actually, never mind. That is 8 ticks. So, yeah. Oh, wait, it's not 8 ticks. I don't think you can do it with this one. You would have to do it with the other one to set it to a certain amount of time, sadly. That's weird. Interesting. But yeah, alright, so this other one is pretty simple. In fact, if you just set up, your source right here. Okay, so you got your source, right? And you would just simply then hook it up to some redstone, or hook it up to a block. All right, you would then I forget how to do this. Oh, you do need a redstone torch also for this one, which is kind of a downgrade, but it's not too hard to get a redstone torch. Pretty easy. So now you just want to simply hook that up, and basically you could put 2 there. You could put 1. I mean, it's up to you. You would then hook some redstone up here, and voila. I believe that is your monostable circuit, but this is an inverted monostable circuit. See how this one is off, but then this output is on. Now you can very easily change this by simply putting a block there and a redstone torch right there. That's all you need to do, guys. And that will actually delay it by 1 tick, but that's nothing too, that's a little mechanical. So basically, now it's just off. Now when I press this, it won't turn on. That's because this probably, I hope. Yeah, so a little schoolboy error there, but the otherwise it's it works pretty good. I do like this monostable circuit. It's really useful, especially if you have a nice big open area to work with and you're not worried about any space conservation. Then this is great. But yeah, that's basically okay. Well, actually, it's not done yet. We do have to go check out some things that a monostable circuit is useful for. Now, I'm not going to get into like the whole really technical stuff, but it is very useful for lots of various things. For instance, this 3x3 piston door. Now, a lot of you are not going to be able to build it right off the bat. You're going to be like, all right, new Minecraft, just bought it. All right, let's build a 3x3 piston door. No. Start off basic. It's going to take time. It's like a sport, basically. You just need to practice. I did build this except for the bottom circuit. But this actually right here is a monostable circuit. It's like I forget what kind of monostable circuit it's called, but it's a monostable circuit. And basically, if you set I think to, wait a minute. Oh, I thought that had to be set to subtract. Interesting. Anyway, but if you just make a comparator, which I don't actually know the crafting recipe to, you just hook that up to a nice hopper and a dropper, and it's a really easy balance to see. Like right here, just kind of have a better view of that, and that's really technical. I mean, that's a double block extender. It's pretty technical. I mean, I didn't invent that, trust me. No, I had to look that up. But right here are some really easy, what are called T flip-flops or toggle flip-flops, and it's like a toggle. I mean, it's like a button. You just like press on, press off, kind of like that. Basically, this is used the whole 1 tick thing with the sticky piston. This uses that concept, and I'm gonna start with this one. And this is that, that one thing. And this is great for this monostable circuit is great for toggle flip-flops. Great for T flip-flops. So yeah, if you just hit this button, it'll then power this piston. And then if you hit this button again, it'll just depower it. It's pretty darn cool, pretty useful. And I highly suggest, making one of these in your redstone world. As you can see, I do just have a lot of stuff hooked up in my redstone world. And that's because if I forget anything, I can go here, find it. It's great. I really suggest having a redstone world. It's awesome. And you can also see just all of your hard work. And I mean, this isn't a lot. Trust me, this is not a lot of circuitry, but it's definitely a start to something. But okay, so over here, we do have another monostable circuit. This one's a little bit different. Basically, let me just uncover this. Basically, there's a redstone torch under here, and this redstone torch is not powering this block. Or is it? I don't know really. But anyway, I mean, it just kind of sort of powers this. The redstone torch underneath powers this block, which then powers that redstone, which then powers the piston. It's sort of complicated, but once you get the hang of redstone, it's not that complicated. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I mean, I hope you guys learned something, honestly. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Vodoral, and I will see you people in the next video. Goodbye.